Ladies and gentlemen, it's been long since we had an honest discussion here, and I really don't know the kind of conversation we are having as a nation, but both me and you agree that we need change in our republic. Yeah, because we as the Gen Zs realize that we have a very big problem, right? And we called on leaders whom we think that can salvage this nation. So one of such leaders is Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi, who we told that he is supposed to be our president. But that's not the point. Every generation has a role to play in making Kenya better. There is a generation of our forefathers who fought for independence. Like we had the likes of Dedan Kimathi who fought for independence, and we got independence in 1963. That was the independence, liberation from the colonial masters. Then after that, after now Kenya gained self-rule, we had the likes of Kenneth Matiba, Charles Rubia, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, those people who fought for multi-party democracy and forced Daniel Moi to repeal Section 2A of the Kenyan Constitution in 1992. So that generation played a very big role in making our country a better republic, right? So there's also another generation like the likes of Raila Odinga, who brought us the 2010 constitution that is the only thing that we have to call our own, a Kenyan book that is also almost the best in Africa. In fact, it's the best in Africa and in the world, if I may say so, because I know the Kenyan constitution was written by the best men there is, right? People who represented us in making the 2010 constitution were the best, right? So that generation played their part. So all that long we have been liberated socially, politically, religiously. Now we want an economic liberation. And now this is the fourth and final liberation of the Republic of Kenya. And that is the role now the Gen Zs are playing. So our generation is supposed to bring economic liberation to the Republic of Kenya, so that people wakae na pesa mfukoni. Yeah, not all those narratives za wakora and wash and terrorists who are just masquerading as leaders. Yeah, so there's a generation that brought us all these problems, and that's the generation that is led by William Samoei Ruto. That generation has brought a lot of problems to the Republic of Kenya. So to liberate this country economically, we need somebody who is a worker, an honest worker, not a politician, because we don't need political liberation. That has been done long time ago. Now we need economic liberation. Yeah, and the only person who can economically liberate Kenya is Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi, Mr. Fix-It. So us as Gen Zs, in fact, I led the delegation of the people who called Dr. Fred Matiangi. We called him, sat him down and told him, because we have seen how you work and we've seen what you've done to our nation when you have worked in the dockets of the at a position of the cabinet secretary. Yeah, we saw what you did, so we think we can trust you with our country. Yeah, so once we trusted Dr. Fred Matiangi with our nation, he accepted. He had a role in the World Bank, a job that's paying very well, maybe 3 times the salary of our president in Kenya. But he said because of his love for the country, he can come, help us set pace for our nation and leave the leadership for the youth. Because there's no way somebody who is maybe having 10 years or 5 years to live can make decisions that are going to affect us who have around 50 or 60 years to live. That one, as Gen Zs, we said no. We said we need somebody who is handy, a worker, to take the power and put it in a position where a very young person can take the power. Because we all know that Kenya, at some point behind here, was not ready for a youth leader, right? And many people can't trust the youth, but Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi believes in the youth. And part of our MOU was Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi will take the power, consolidate the power, fix the things that have been destroyed by the generation led by William Samoei Ruto. After he fixes the nation, then he will leave the leadership for the owners, who are the youths of this country. Yeah, So all these people and all this noise that I'm seeing here, people now trying to politicize every move, everything that is being done by Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi. Just know that Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi is not a politician. Yeah, Freddy Matiangi is not a politician. He's Mr. Fix-It. So it's high time we agree as a nation that we need to be liberated economically, because all the cries that I'm hearing are economical cries, not political cries. Even if you see people being abducted, people being killed, the main thing where the problem is people don't have jobs, people don't have money in their pocket, people don't have anything. So even if you see people insulting William Samoei Ruto, people trying to tell William Ruto that now, Mr. Kasongo, your time is up, you are just know that people where the economy is doing well, people don't even have that time to know who their leader is. In fact, the Gen Zs, when the Gen Zs were saying that they are leaderless, they are tribeless, the only thing they meant is that they are united, and they don't, as long as they have money in their pocket, they don't care about who is going to be the leader. As long as things are going on and everything is moving on smoothly in the republic, they don't have to care about what's going on in the leadership and the echelons of power, right? So let's not cheat each other that now things are better in the country, or William Ruto is building stadiums. No, there's nothing that is happening in the Republic of Kenya. All those things are just sheer shenanigans and propaganda. William Ruto is doing nothing in that republic. In fact, he's destroying what had already been built. He's trying to fuck up even the constitution, changing, amending, and all those things. Yeah, a book that we know, if we have to amend it, we have to take part, all of us. Not going to do some sham public participation somewhere for people who don't even exist, then come and tell us that now you want to amend the constitution. William Ruto, you can't do that, right? And there's nobody who fears you. Now, the most crucial thing is Gen Zs. After you said that Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi is going to be your leader, okay? Once you told us that now we have a backup, that is Dr. Fred Matiangi, we cannot put Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi in that seat without registering as voters. So if you want to experience the fourth and final liberation of the nation, we have to go and register as voters, so that after we register as voters, then we know we have our weapon against the current tyrannical and despotic regime. Yeah? So, come one, come all. Let's register as voters. And in 2027, by 6 a.m., we have sent this regime home. And we have a new regime, a regime that we can talk to and tell the leaders that now this is what we want. Yeah? And the young people, never shy off from vying for political positions, because this nation belongs to you. Everything you see there belongs to you. These people who are up there, they have very few time to live. Like let's say somebody who's 20 years old. What do you expect somebody who is 70 years old can make for you so that you come and enjoy for your remaining times? Because we know the approximate time, I'm not talking about the other factors, but approximate time for our living is around 70 years on earth, or 80 if maybe God gives you the grace and do that. So let's not allow these people to make decisions for us, decisions that we can make for us, because it's us who are living that life. It's us who we want, so we will do things the way we want them to be done, because it's our life they are affecting. Come on, man. So let's take votes, and 6 a.m. in 2027, let's send these wolves home and put Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi as the president. That's all I got for today.